I thought they pulled that card off. I mean, it's tough when you lose your main event. I thought Coker really went to the next best thing. I think everybody in that house left happy and with a smile on their face. I really think that Bellator, I think they deserve a lot of credit for what they did and what they faced less than 24 hours before bell time.
Yeah, and I was going to ask you because I know, in the dressing rooms, it felt like the wind was taken out of our sails. But you guys as commentators in the ringside, what was the feeling there when you found out that that fight was going to be off with Fedor and Matt?
So we were tipped off a little bit earlier than everybody else, at least to the aspect that this could happen. Mitrione had a kidney stone. He went to weigh in with this kidney stone, and, I mean, he was just putting on a game face. He was hurting so bad, and he just needed to pass it or he needed it to sink back deeper into his kidney. But where it was lodged was what was giving him so many problems. So Mitrione was trying to fight. Contrary to what a lot of people heard, Mitrione actually never pulled out of that fight. The entire time he was going to walk out there and do it, Coker stepped in and said, nope, you're done. I'm not letting you go. So some people had even said Mitrione looked for a way out, or, those things are going to happen amongst fans. But just to be very clear on the record, Mitrione actually never, including to this point in time right now, pulled out of that fight.
And Chael, can you also clarify, were you in the sweepstakes? Were you in the running to maybe step in and fight on 24-hour notice?
I was the only guy. I was the only guy that offered, and I was trying to get myself involved there. And then Bellator wanted Ollie Thompson. He was on the card. He had already weighed in, and he was going to fight Czech Congo. So they wanted to move him from the Czech Congo fight to the Fedor fight. We were the only names that were taken to Fedor.
Chael, when you hear news like that and you're willing to step in, is it all about just getting the fight? Does it matter that it's Fedor, one of the greatest fighters of all time? Is it that you kind of want to test yourself against a guy like that? Like, let's say it would have been Czech Congo that fell out or Ollie Thompson that fell out. Would you have still made the offer either way? How much did the fact that it was Fedor have to play with that decision?
I don't think that it factored in. I would have done the fight either way. Maybe there was some extra excitement because it was Fedor. I hadn't thought of it like that, but the first rule in show business is the show must go on, and I didn't really think of it as too much of a courageous gesture on my part or anything like that. I'm a fighter, he's a fighter, I'm there, he's there. It seemed like pretty simple math to me.